Hey guys, it's Miss Sam. I am here to do a little reading with you guys. I know that I had several of you say that you would like to have me read a book to you, so that's what I plan on doing. Now, I know that our class was halfway through the I Survived the September 11th attacks, and I didn't really want to start off halfway through a book, so I picked out a new one from the class, and I figured I would go ahead and start reading that. So here's what we're going to be reading. I Survived the Great Molasses Flood of 1919. I can't wait to read it to you guys. I'll probably get through maybe a chapter and I'll post it. And then I'll just read the next chapter when I have a chance. Okay? So exciting. I miss you guys so much. Alright, so chapter 1, Wednesday, January the 15th, 1919, around 12:30 p.m., the North End, Boston. And if you have this at home, you can follow along with me. 12-year-old Carmen Grasso was drowning. She was caught in one of the deadliest disasters in the history of Boston. A gigantic wave had crashed into the streets, a swirling, raging monster moving faster than a train. It turned buildings to rubble. It smashed wagons and road cars and tossed trucks into the harbor. 21 people would soon be dead. Many more would fight for their lives. This killer wave wasn't made of water. It didn't come from the sea. This monstrous wave was made of thick brown syrup, molasses. For years, millions of gallons of sticky molasses had been stored in a building-sized metal tank. Sorry, Allie's in the car with me. Oh, listen, you can listen too. Okay. Sorry, guys. The hideous tank loomed over Carmen's neighborhood, blotting out the sun, and in one ear-splitting moment, the molasses tank had exploded apart. Carmen and her best friend Tony had watched in horror as the tank began to shake. As its rounded steel sides bulged in and out, the tank seemed to have come alive, as if it was boiling with fury, ready to destroy. And then suddenly, thousands of steel bolts that held the tank together let go. Bang, 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 bang. They blasted through the air like bullets fired from a machine gun. Seconds later, the metal tank blew completely apart. Jagged chunks of metal whirled through the air like a knife-winged birds. The molasses hovered in the air like a black, rolling cloud, and then, with a thundering crash, it hit the ground. Instantly, the streets became raging rivers filled with wreckage. Chunks of wood and metal and glass overturned motor cars and wagons. Horses whinnied in fear. Screams of terror rang out. "Run! Get out of the way! Help me!" Carmen ran for her life. Tony was right behind her. But the wave was moving too fast. Within seconds, the swirling of thick syrup had caught them. The molasses wrapped itself around Carmen's legs like millions of powerful snakes dripping with slime. It rose up to her waist, then to her chest. She had to do something. And then she saw it. A broken wagon floating toward them. She and Tony both managed to climb on until a huge chunk of metal from the tank rammed into the wagon. Carmen tried to hold on to the wagon, but it nearly flipped. She slipped off of the tank and sank into the swirling flood of ooze. "Carmen!" Tony screamed. It was the last sound Carmen heard as the molasses rose up over her head and swallowed her whole. That's chapter 1. We'll do chapter 2 later. Thanks, guys.